Here in Claremore, Oklahoma, if you're looking to figure out how to flip a house, or 101 for beginners, a little bit of numbers, a little bit of what's going on and what it looks like inside a home renovation, a little bit about that, come follow me. So here's the old girl right here, 1940s. Here's a tree I got rid of. So oftentimes buying a cheap house, you'll have to cut down trees and things like that. I'm actually gonna keep that one over there. Here's my lawnmower for the winter. I've done some concrete work through here. These are all my pipes that I've gotten rid of out of the house. I call this my metallic garden. It's metal, I don't know. It's my metallic garden. For now, it's gonna stay here. These are window weights that I've hung as a sign that this house is being. It's right off Route 66. Claremore is a great little town. You can expect to get good rents out here. For something like this, each side is, I know, bear with me, it's small, about 500 square foot each side, okay, but I'm renting these things for $650 a month. This side's almost done, but it'd be about another 30 to 60 days, probably somewhere around in there. I'll have this side done, making about actually this side's gonna make about $7 to $750. The back side is making $650 currently as we speak. I'm digging up these lines right here. For a full-sized house out here, you can get 800, 1,000, 1,300, so things like that. But expect to do some digging for some plumbing stuff, gas, water, sewer. This is how I dig shallow to deep at the end, that way you can walk through and down the trench. So anyway, if you don't like digging, maybe get you a machine for a couple of $100. There's a Midtown down the road. It's like $250 to rent a machine, so you can dig this whole thing with a bucket, do all your digging in a day or two like that. If you want to save some money, I do these things out of a Toyota Camry. You do not need a truck. Don't let anyone tell you you can't flip a house out of a car. I do it every cycle. I flipped 2 houses off a motorcycle. So here's the side of the house right here. The siding is in good shape. I'm gonna end up painting all this siding. I'm gonna keep the windows for now, since this is gonna be a rental, to save money. I do everything on a budget. Not everyone's happy about the old windows, but you gotta do what you gotta do for the first couple of years. I'm not a millionaire, so I'm gonna keep this siding. I've got a spray gun. I'm gonna spray this siding. My tenant is currently living in this side. It's a very nice neighborhood. It's got a really cool chimney on the top, nice little patio area that needs some work still, but I told the tenant that I'm not getting to the outside painting until about springtime. But you can see it's a beautiful little property with a little bit of love and care. And like I said, it's already making good money. I'm gonna show you a little bit underneath the house. Okay, so underneath the house, there's these crawl spaces on these houses. Always take a little look, and you can see all my pipes in there. And of course, I've cut all these. They're all old pipes, and I've cut them all and replaced everything. But always check a crawl space hole. They'll usually be on the outsides, and look to see what kind of plumbing is in there. Maybe take a friend or a family member, or call me. Comment, drop me a comment. Maybe I'll get back with you. A lot of porches are falling down on these old houses. Mine is not. It's still in good shape. I got to do some trim work. Some siding boards need replaced on the front here, but this side over here is good, other than this digging, which we'll dig. I will dig all the way out to the meter right here. This is a multi-family unit. It's going to have 3. Right now it has 2 water meters, 2 gas meters, 2 electric meters, but it will have 3. I'm going to turn this front unit right here. This door will be a 3rd unit. This one is the 2nd one that I'm working on right now. I'm about to get somebody living in there, and then I'll be working on this one, and I'm going to extend out and use this porch area as living space probably. And on the side, I'm going to get creative with some attic space and turn this into another unit, about 500 square feet, also about 450 square foot, and I'll try to get about 550 out of that unit. So build a house out of a little Toyota Camry. I'm doing it. The numbers numbers of how much it cost me to flip the other side, the other unit that's making $650 a month right now. And the numbers are, for that unit, it cost me $4,700, a little bit over $4,700 to flip the other side. And I did it in 38 days. So in less than 40 days, in less than 5,000, it's making $650 a month for the rest of my life. And that number will go up, 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 up over time. This side that I'm working on right now, I'm expected to do under 5,000 as well. Right now I'm well under budget. So those are the numbers. Right in my channel, you don't want to miss what I do with this. It's going to be really, really cool. I'm turning this old living room into a third unit for about $500 a month, like I said. So keep following. I'm not going to show you that because of what's in there right now. But this is the mystery room. But here's the other side, unit 2 for $750 to $700 a month. I've got some painting going on. I've already done. These cabinets were in decent shape. I went in and I put some 2x4s and some paint, kind of linked everything together. This is kind of how you enter it into the room. I'm going to zoom this out. Less quality, but you can kind of see the full size of the room here. It's got that drop down ceiling with the bar light up here. I don't like drop downs or bar lights, but I'm going to keep the drop down for now, for 1 year to 2 years. I'm going to get rid of that bar light and put in new LEDs to brighten this up a lot. It's got 2 windows in here. I've went in and put all new electrical, all new plugs, new gas lines, new water lines. I mean, everything's brand new. There's no fridge, so I had to get me a Little Caesars. They are not sponsoring me. Unfortunately, have no sponsors, but there you have it. Great pizza right down the road here in Claremore. There's my kitchen cabinets, very basic, simple. I've remodeled this entire kitchen and hallway for under $100. I actually didn't even price it in my budget. I will have to spend some money, about 50 bucks on the light. This is a historic town. It's really neat. It's this old house. People love these old houses out here in Claremore. So that's why I picked some of these colors, and it looks kind of retro-ish. This little closet that used to be a hallway closet that I'm actually going to turn into a, it's just going to be a closed closet. I'm walled in this doorway right here. I've framed in this doorway. I have a video on that. I have a bathtub right here. I'm about to start putting that in, some subfloor in. I've got the hot water heater ripped out, some pipes. You can see how I do all this stuff. There's the old oven. I'm going to replace that. I'm going to sell this oven for maybe 50 bucks or 75 bucks if anybody wants that. There's a window unit I'm going to sell. I'm going to replace all that. I've torn out this wall. I'm actually going to, and these old houses in Claremore oftentimes don't have insulation, so but you can see here there's no insulation. I'm going to put insulation in there, put insulation here, and all the way around. I'm actually going to get rid of the drop down ceiling in here. You can kind of see what it looks like when you bust a tile out. The ceiling goes up to 9 feet. I'm going to have to do a little more work, but because of how much work I'm already doing in this bathroom area, I'm going to go ahead and drop this drop down too and insulate these walls. I'm going to keep that window. Bathroom floor is completely rotted out. You can see I've got quite an amazing set of videos here to show you how I do all this stuff. But I'm putting in, getting this ready for a new floor, digging outside for the new plumbing, in the yard stuff to the meters. I've put supports in underneath the house. Removed this hot water closet. I'm going to shift around so that the door's inside the hallway. That way I can put a 36-inch vanity right here. Toilet's going to go right here. That new bathtub that I have right here is about to be going back in a bathtub right here. And it has the 3 shower wall sides that go in the remodel kit. You know, I'll put the bathtub in, and then the kit, the toilet, and all that stuff. I've got the ceiling ripped out in here. So I'm going to show you how I fix all this stuff in upcoming videos. And I don't waste a whole lot of time. I'm going to be going through this as fast as I can. You can kind of see the roof. When I bought this house, I always look in the roof. That roof looks pretty good to me. It has new decking. You can see that's new plywood. And you know, there's a lot of stuff to look for when you're buying an old house. So if you want to hear some numbers and kind of how much this place costed, how much I'm in it so far to get this far, and how much it's going to be when I'm completely done, and how much money I'm going to be gathering monthly off of this. I know this is a ton of information, but this is Claremore, Oklahoma house flipping right here. This is the way it is done out of a car. These old girls, you gotta have to be steady You have to show up every day. You have to work the house. You don't, you know, it's going to work you too a little bit. Better be ready for it. Lately with prices, and it's been really competitive, really hard to find stuff for a good deal, but don't let that scare you. $5,000, but I'm a real estate agent, so I got $3,000 off roughly. So I got in about $62,000. So, and I can turn that into worth about somewhere around $200,000. This property will be worth, when I'm completely done, it will be worth around 180, something like that, 200. So that's how you can turn about 60,000 into 200,000. And I'm serious, you can do, anybody can do this stuff. I'm showing you how to do everything that I'm doing here. Most, like 99% of everything I'm doing on camera, except for this stuff that's so small that no one even cares. Like, no one cares that I can sweep a floor, you know. But I'm pretty much showing you how to do all the stuff here that's major 1940s common problems inside a house. And you can literally do it too. The numbers vary from property to smallest. You know, this is a great little college town, lots of kids, lots of elderly people, and, you know, young people like me, single people, people with one single parents and stuff like that. And there's a lot of that around here, so that's how I'm able to get more money per smaller square footage, more money per square foot, because there's such a high need for low-income property. So this being one of the lowest, cheapest things that anyone can find, and then this nicest I do, you know, everything's going to be clean, it's going to be sound, all the mechanical and plumbing, everything like that is going to be great. The house is going to be clean and a great part of town. I spray for bugs and all that. I mean, it's going to be hard to find anything like that in that low income. People just like clean and something kind of cute and a good area. So just keep that in mind. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's why I buy the old houses. It doesn't have to be a 2022 house to make the good rent. You buy a 22, you know, spend $300,000 on a house, you may rent it for $1,300 a month. I can rent this property for more than $1,300 a month. When I have this done and that done, that's $1,300 a month. This side over here, when that's done, you know, you're going up to about $1,800 a month. So I can make $1,800 a month off of the $65,000 investment. Anyway, that's how I'm able to do what I do, and I hope this video is helpful. I'd like to make more videos, drop some comments, let me know what you guys need, what you have a need for, what you need me to explain. If you want to know like how I got my first house or anything, just anybody that needs to know, I hope you drop some comments, ask me some questions. I'd love to answer your questions. I'd like to help out in any way. You can check out some of my other videos for help. If you need help on how to fix some of these things yourself, maybe like some of those, reach out, let YouTube know that this is helpful.